Guten Morgen. Hello. Hi. So after watching Dully's playthrough, I decided to take a crack at this game myself. So we are going to continue the reign after Dummy's unfortunate demise as their successor. So as you can see, the patricians are no longer in. Who overthrew him? Oh, he was overthrown by the barons of the March. So we're gonna, hopefully that doesn't happen again. So the Greens are not going to be in this game because they tried to overthrow the country with their money. So the barons bankrupt them and destroyed their house. The counts barely survived, and the chiefs of the north have become our third vassal. So we're gonna give this a go. I can't promise I'll do very well. Here we go. So this will be me. So I am Queen Dummy the fourth fox of the Dul Demi dynasty. So Triple D. The DDD dynasty. So we got the Barons of the March. We've got the Chiefs of the North, and we've got the Counts of the East. So the Barons of the March won last time. Thanks to a certain someone. So the Chiefs of the North are more like Vikings or like Norse faction. Counts were pretty much the only realm that still had a standing army next to the Barons, so they survive in this storyline as well. Hopefully I got it correctly. What a name. Hi, Ray. So yeah, if you want to join, see if it works or not, because I tried. Okay, yep, Remdir, you're in. Ray, you're in. So feel free to join in the meantime. I'm just gonna check on something very quickly. How's the sound, by the way, just FYI? Good. Hi, Ray. Hi, Comingham. Remdir, TNG. Sound seems good. Good. I'm just gonna give it a bit so we can get some, a decent number of people in, since, you know, we only just recently started streaming, so... Here we go again. Well... It was mostly due to unfortunate, events, should we say, when it came to decision making because it's, well, to be fair to Sarah, there were a few people that didn't read all the questions through and through and regretted their decisions, so it does vary. Sarah, such an unfortunate event. Sarah, the unfortunate. How was your weekend? My weekend was actually quite good, thank you. I got to hang out with some friends, got to relax. Did do a lot of sleeping, unfortunately, so I did pass out quite a bit. Got to play some more Gladius with Koizumi. I was playing as the Tau, they were playing as the Adeptus Astartes, and we got our arse kicked by the Imperium. So we recently just started a new campaign as the Necrons. I watched the Monaco Grand Prix. Oh, wait, the Monaco already happened? How did that go? Did you see the PC game showcase? I did not, but I did see bits of it. Sounds like a great weekend. I do apologize if like the typography gets in the way, like the chat or anything. And for once it wasn't a snooze fest, was it not? Okay. I mean, it's sometimes like a bit of a hit and miss depending on their lineup. I mean, don't get me wrong, they did have a really good lineup of games. Some of them I didn't even expect, like Guild Wars 3 was not on my bingo card at all. So yeah, I'll give it another 5 minutes or so. So yeah, if anybody else wants to join, feel free to join. Hi Anubis. So if you want to join, just type in !join and choose whichever faction you wish to be a noble for. And be part of the adventure. Let's just say you get a penalty and you get a penalty in the 2 safety cars and oh no, that bad, huh? I mean, Monaco has always been difficult, especially with the new cars, so if anything, if they went a little bit smaller with their cars, it would be a little bit more, well, it still wouldn't be easy, but it would be a little bit more manageable. I mean, Monaco is just so narrow. Oh man, did you just see the awful Fable trailer where you couldn't decide if they wanted to be serious or comedic? I mean, Fable has always been somewhat comedic in their presentation. I mean, I never really took it seriously. Yeah, I was surprised that they actually came out with another Fable game after how many years now? Only 4 overtakes this year, damn. Is that the lowest it's ever been? It was the seriousness of the weird tonal shift. Master of Tyranids and Necrons report for duty to rebel against Queen Toad. It's funny you mention that because we were trying to find out who the other faction was in the Fog of War, and it was literally the Tyranids. But we don't know who the 4th faction is, so I'm a bit worried. Saw the Xbox showcase teaser for Persona 6 and Persona 4 Revival. Last year was 2, oh gosh. The pit lane speed trackers wasn't well adjusted to the new pit entry cuts of the extra team on the grid. Oh dear. That's not good. Never played against Space Marines. They cheat. No, the Imperium cheats because they just spam their units like crazy. Like, an ocean of Imperial Guard just sweeping over the landscape with their rocket units, their tanks, Leman Russes and everything. Is just like ridiculous. And like I couldn't save Koei, so we had to just start a new campaign. Hi Freya. Okay, just a green flash of and the words Persona 6 isn't much of a teaser, but I guess they were pressured to release something after the leak. Oh, it got leaked? Oh dear. Unless you want to suffer. You say that, but then the Imperium just absolutely smashed the Space Marines, unfortunately. We can do it, just let me in. I mean, I'd be more than happy to play with you, Remdir. We need to settle a day where we can do that. I don't know if the morning or the evening would work for you. Dove last year with 2 tracks overtakes. Anyone new to this stream, remember to, yeah. If you want to join, exclamation join. I'm ready, coach. We can beat the Space Marines. Take away with us. Need a body shield. That's mean. I don't know if people can join, I don't know if people can join mid-game though, can they? Oh, they can also join a mid-game. Oh, that's wonderful. That's good to know. Hi, Natalie. Dunberg. Oh, why didn't I think of that? I did it last time. Oh, okay, that's good to know. I guess we'll start. Hello, and what do you call a steak that's been knighted by the queens? So, fuck's sake, Baines. Off with their head. Off with their freaking head. Hanging them is too good for them. Off with their freaking head. Get the sharpest and largest guillotine in the land. Okay, so I do not know how to play this, so that makes it even more disastrous to begin with. Tutorial events. Okay. So as we can see, the march are down there like last time. The counts on the east and the north in, well, not the north, but you know. Oh, I didn't know you could zoom in that much. Holy moly. Oh, that's cool. The infamous boat race. I will never forget it. Let me just move the chat over to the other side, I think. Just so we don't block the stats. Maybe up here would be good. Maybe up there would be good so it just doesn't block the stats. So I'll probably do a little bit more fiddling around to see what works. Okay. So we've got the march. So at the moment the chiefs have the largest military. But the counts have the biggest agriculture. The barons have the largest faith. But they're completely godless, yeah, so they're not interested in that faith. Okay, let's go to Council Introduction. I think that's a good place to start. This is your monarch, the streamer's character. They'll appear in most stories, but not all. These are the kingdom stats. If any of them are 0 at the start of the season, the game will end. Oh dear. These are the region stats. Stats determine which events are generated. It defines higher both authority and stability. A region can trigger a rebellion. This will pause their scheme and is risky if military is low. Noblest. You can scroll through to form noblest and their wealth. Okay. Noblest. Okay. So we've got some oh, I can see their character from here. So we've got Baron, some call me Mutant, and then we've got Shy. Then we got Ray. Then we got Natalie. We got Remdir. And then TNG. Hi Demi. Hiyo, hiyo. Also, still don't see the extensions. Wait, you don't see them? Let me just see, options. Let me just see if I can put it on. Let me go into my, let me have a look at my extensions. My extensions. Okay, did that work? Here it is. Oh wait, did it? See it now? Good. Okay, because it's been a while since I've done, you know, extensions before, so I'm not quite used to it. Just see it on my end. Yep, there it is. Great. Just gonna put the music a little bit down. I'm gonna try and restart Steam and join again, because it's a bit buggy. No worries. Now that you're queen, your first day of duty is to meet the Council of Nobles, and we've got 7 at the moment. Hi Koizumi, hello, hello, hello. Yeah, need me to join again. If you want, I could just back out, and we can just, you know, go back to the beginning, so people can just join again if it's buggy. So let me just go back to the very beginning. Now that we've got extensions back in. Okay, hopefully this works. Alright, feel free to join again. Exclamation mark join if you wish to join. Okay. Yep, works for me now. Great. That's good, that's good, that's good. I don't know if you can also create your own barons in the Twitch mode or not, I don't know. I never really tried, unless it just randomizes it. If you own the game then, yeah. Oh, okay. Do, do, do. I'll take the long hair. I mean, you look dashing, right? Very, very nice. Let's hope this rain is Hi, Sar. Welcome, welcome. Of course you joined the Barons. It is your rightful place in this storyline. You killed my father. You got him shot in the chest by 5 arrows and then trampled to death by enemy horses. All because you sent the wrong letter. So, Peter, you are in charge of the counts. Black Pack, you are in charge of the Chiefs of the North. I think. At least I assume that's what the banner is for. Meanwhile, the Barons will have to fight amongst themselves who gets the leadership. Also, don't forget you can still join mid-game as well. Okay, so the stats are pretty much the same. Okay, let's go to the council introduction. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom. The wintry north, the desolate east, and of course the bleak march, the treacherous march. Okay, introduce yourself to the chiefs of the north. Ah, there's Ray. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need you need it in dealing with us a lot. Introduce yourself to the Council of the East. We got Remdir. An honor and to finally make your acquaintance, Your Highness. May you escape the tomb before your predecessor. I hope so too. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Does the game know? Wait. Does the game know what happened to my father? Yeah, I hope to avoid a similar fate too. I was there, your father, when you fell. Alright, and now to the march. Sar, you. Hail and well met, Your Highness. Under your leadership, we'll keep this kingdom into shape. Yeah, about that, Sar. How ironic, you are now the leader of the Barons. You look so miserable. You gained your own power. The council hall immediately fills with the raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. This is what the council is like. No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Well, they failed to mention that part. All 3 of these factions are going to betray you. Don't say that, Anubis. It sounds like a worse fate. Coronation. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be given the orders now? Why the hurry? To delay any longer would make the nobles restless, and when the nobles get restless, they take daggers and look for the nearest back. We wouldn't want that, I suppose. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Okay. What? But it's my coronation. Of course. Shall we call the nobles in? We shall. Okay, choices and stats. Certain choices will change stats. Some choices will indicate the choices here. Okay. Voting. These are the upcoming choices your nobles will vote on. Each of your main character may Okay. Monarchs can change how to vote and run with a law. Okay. You may use the law per vote. Try using the veto on one option you dislike. When a vote opens, nobles vote using the command exclamation votes followed by the choice letter of that, choice. Okay. The noble may close the vote anytime all nobles have voted, or the timer hits 0. Okay, let's see. Gonna veto that one. That's bad. I don't like that one at all. Like, I only just got here and you want to throw me in a river already? Damn. Alright, here's the vote, guys. Feel free to vote. Seems like... So we got 19 seconds on the clock. Invite foreign dignitaries to and show off our wealth. I mean, might hurt the bank a little bit, but hey. And you've chosen option B. Okie dokie. Don't care, we'll get paid. Voting is closed. You've made your decision. Okay. Invite foreign dignitaries and show off our wealth. Dignitaries arrive from all corners of the Celestath, and it's only appropriate you show off. A trained eagle drops a ruby encrusted crown atop your head as you stand on the golden podium. The art crowd includes such influential figures as the Dukes of Sal, the Prince of Tavilion, and even the pallbearer from Atash. Lucrative trade deals are struck at the evening's feast. Okay, let's see how our barons did. Actually, I'm kind of blocking the chiefs. Let me maybe move over here. Sprout. Let me move over here. I think that would be a bit better. So you can see as much of it as possible. Okay. Okay. So let's see, trade is now modest, very nice. Prosperous trade. I mean, as long as we get good trade, then, everybody should be happy, right? Only the Grand Pensionary of Kurth is not in attendance. The Republic, after all, is fundamentally opposed to the very concept of monarchy. Well, they do them. So, just so you remember, depending on the powers of each faction, depending how they grow, the territory will change bit by bit as the campaign goes along. Path to victory. An error and ambition. Ugh. The monarch must acquire an heir and complete their ambition to win the game. A spouse is useful, but not necessary. Complete your ambitions before the scheme or the rebellion. Oh gosh, it's like a race against time. Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are most difficult. Already? The new and proven nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own... Oh no. How can I stop them? To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir and prove that you are worthy of the crown by completing the ambition. My question is, when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Well, dove is a symbol of peace, so I would say peacemaker. I'm not scheming, I could be bought and convinced. I told you they're already scheming against you. I mean, there's always going to be knives behind the backs of all nobles, so... An admirable aim. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Now you've played all events, I've asked by clicking the endgame session. Schemes. Next region will now vote for 1-3 of randomly select schemes. Schemes are made of 3 stages with specific stat requirements. Passing all scheme stages places the region's opponent on the throne, winning the game. So we got the Barons now. Elk of some convention bloodline, powerful marcher equestrian, stands before a blazing hearth yelling full volume. When have the Barons have marched back down from a fight? Never. Well, I mean, you won the last war. I know you'll all do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful queen, on the throne. Okay, Barons, you get to vote. This is your, so Baron, so the Barons only of March get to vote here. Red team, you gotta vote. Okay, it looks like it's a tie between Doppelganger and Subterfuge. And the deciding factor is... Doppelganger! The Barons plan to swap the real queen for a perfect doppelganger. First they must... That's actually quite clever, actually. First they must gain the trust of the Spy Master. To advance their schemes, the Barons must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. Okay, Chiefs, Counts, I'm depending on you to save this kingdom, because the Barons are already up to no good. Garfield of the Black Pack clan, charismatic political mastermind, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, spitting as they speak. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter Queen Dove dummy, the fourth fox. Now how do we make this happen? Alright, get ready, Chiefs, now it's your turn to make a choice. Rough save. Oh, it's another even split. I'm not gonna lie, I like the Chiefs of the North, love the whole Norse theme. And the winning vote goes to Intimidation by Blackpack. Okay, Deb, what about giving us money and taxing other factions? If you agree, we can vote for a goal that... you're gonna bribe me already in public? No way. It's against the Starks. The chiefs plan to hold the queen hostage in her own palace. First, they must lure the spy master into a false sense of security. To advance their schemes, the chiefs must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Oh dear. We're already at stability 5. Martin Cator of the Kotori Blueberry Dynasty, legendary Eastern Elder, leans delicately on a podium speaking in a meticulous voice. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false queen Dominus Fox wears the crown. Okay, counts, you're up. So we've got Sorcery, Ascension, and Possession. Ascension, Lower of Faith. Damn. The counts have decided. The counts plan to induct the queen into their secret cult and offer her immortality in exchange for the throne. First, they must reduce the power of the Eastern Church. To advance their scheme, the counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 3 seasons. I mean, that shouldn't be too difficult to sabotage your own faith. You can review the region's schemes and their climates. When you have an error, they will appear on this other right of the page. Okay. If your reign ends abruptly, the nobles will vote for the next monarch. This vote is between the 2 regions for the highest combined stats and your heir, if you have one. Warning, we currently have no heir. I already feel like I'm going against an uphill battle right now. Otherwise, it's GG's. You gotta pop out child fast. Oh dear. Here you can adopt a new law that alters how voting is run. You'll be able to adopt more once a year at the end of winter. You can only adopt one law, new law at a time, and you have a maximum of 3 laws to use. Okay. If the nobles vote for the monarch's choice, they'll gain 500 personal wealth. Okay. This is a player who has bought the king of the castle. They can set their customizations, get access to special outfits, and appear more often in storylines. Oh, okay. Oh, it's Chief Blackpack. Your greatness. This is an outrage. The Countess TNG is trying to steal my bear from under my nose. Oh dear. Did you say bear? TNG, what do you have to say? It's not his bear. I was about to buy this beast from an adventurer in the Tatterlands when Chief Blackpack turned up shouting and raving. Scotland. And who is Skorin? The northern goddess of the medicine and knowledge. The bear wears her mark upon her brow, clear as day. Tell me more about this bear. She's a magnificent specimen. She'd be a great addition to my... Well, to be fair, you did travel up to these lands, so... I suppose this is a matter for the council. Mark my words, if this bear is not brought to the north, where she belongs, there'll be trouble. I mean... If it is sacred, the vat should have the bear. I will choose option B. Wait. No. Golden choice. Cheese gratefully purchased the bear for an extraordinary amount of the Tatlands adventurer who can't believe her luck. Defiance is now low. Good. Chief Sir Black's wealth has decreased, so you spent 750 gold. Naturally, the counts aren't happy to have lost their potential zoo exhibit. Well, tough luck. Get used to it. But there's little they can do. Well, dirt, unless they want to, you know, oppose the chiefs in the north. The bear turns out to be a fearsome creature with bright white fur and intent green eyes, and she's vast, even all on fours. She stands taller than a wagon. She's transported north slowly and carefully, sedated by special herbs, and followed by the stream of worshipping villagers. The chief backer is delighted that Skorin's will has been done. Faith can't go lower. I mean, you didn't have any faith to begin with. Okay. Call of the Apprentice. Omega Zeus. Bad news, my liege. A meddling wizard has set up shop in the Vosseldorf. I believe it is an Achmel, the Stormbringer. Tell me more about this wizard. Wizards have managed to tame creation itself. They wield untold power and are naturally distrusted by the church. Even the higher inquisitor wouldn't dare move against them openly. Overreal, as her name suggests, is the wizard's domain. Includes both sky and storm. She puts out a call for a new apprentice, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking peasants from all over the march are lining up for their chance. Not just peasants, TNG have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but those peasants are no match. I will be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen. Damn, TNG, you're getting a lot of ambition. Council really ambitious. You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servants' help. Oh, getting feisty already. We can't let this go unheard. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear, dangerous conflict of interest. Then we shall assemble the council. Cheers, Your Highness. I'll let you guys decide. I'll give you free reign with this one. Voting go. Oh, it's up. Oh, it's an even split. Oh, who's gonna get the winning vote? Oh, oh wow. Oh, just in time. Holy moly. War it is then. Repeat DNG from traveling to Bosseldorf. Cheers, Your Highness, for not bowing to these power-hungry fool. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must deal with the troublesome wizard. So a noble can't even enter into years-long blood pact to become all-powerful demigod without council approval. Whatever happened to so-called freedom? Laws. Unreal's presence in Bosseldorf attracts all sorts of visitors through, though the power of her lead magic starts to wield crops for miles around. Trade is now wealthy for the March. Farming has gone down by 1 point. Okay. Honor Guard. Now that you are queen, you need a personal protection. Why? I will plunge my sword into your heart right now. Could I not? I suppose. Please don't hurt me. But I like to see you try. I suppose so. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, Your Majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with the most famous warrior heroes, accounts of the knights, and the Order of the Drowned Rose. Ooh, that sounds kind of cool. And the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'll be loyal to coin above all. Pick the Drowned Rose. The Drowned Rose sounds so cool, though. And our name is cool. I mean, it is really cool. Maybe learn about them. Tell me about the Eastern Knights. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They understand the palace integrity, and it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. Wait, so they're just bookworms? They're more like dressed for the occasion. They look amazing and sound cool. Right, let's see what the Northern Warriors are like. Bearded oafs with axes, with no manners, they'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace. Oh. No discipline at all, I can guarantee they won't run off on some random quest, but they're honourable and fight unbeatable. Alright, tell me of the veterans of the March. These soldiers have fought more battles than they had hot dinners. They'll be uncouth, no doubt, but I won't adapt well to life in the palace, but they are loyal and tough as nails. I think I've made my decision. I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. Just because the name sounds cool and they look beautiful, I'm gonna have to go... I will have to go with the counts. I mean, don't get me wrong, the barons were very close, because they look cool too. We smack hard. But it's difficult because the chiefs have the largest army and the barons are very close in second. I kind of wish the council could decide. Yeah, we'll write you some poems. Yeah, we'll write you what are you gonna do? Write? You're gonna write to the enemy to death? It's competitive, yeah. I mean, the armor and the rose, I mean, it sounds cool, but, you know, how many parts in history have we heard cool names and stuff, and then they just get the living shit beaten out of them? Olivia's poetry and stuff. As an honor guard, we make sure you're... don't knock the door. Don't... Danielle, Believe in our loyalty. Yes, you can unlock the door. Alright, I'm gonna go with the Eastern Knights. I will make the arrangements at once. Defiance is now grumbling. The knights arrive a few weeks later. They all arrive extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself with a florid bow, before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. Okay. Buildings. Nobles can use their wealth to bid on any other building in any region, each of which affects a stat. This is done through the auction, where only 2 funded buildings are chosen. When the auction is open, nobles can fund with the following exclamation fund, and then letter, vice versa. When you're ready to hit start auction to begin the auction. Alright, let's have a look at our options and then I'll start the auction. Well, it looks like the barons have definitely got more money combined. Alright, let's start auction. So you got 55 seconds. Choose wisely. Okay, we've already got 500 for an observatory for the counts, 1,000 for the Baron's fortress, 200 for a monument, a bit more for the observatory for the counts, a bit more for the fortress for the Barons. A little bit more for the observatory. So you're gonna have to be very strategic with your counting as well. Ooh. Wait, did the counts just nick it? I think... Ooh. So the counts got an observatory and Baron's got a fortress. Matter of faith. Your Highness, I have come with excellent money-making scheme. You have a hidden agenda, don't you? Nothing of the sort. Have you heard of a thing called ceremony? It means selling of priesthoods to anyone who wants them. I've already spoken to the Archbishop and convinced him that it's a good idea. Of course he'll get a healthy cut of the profits and so will you. Sounds immoral. The High Inquisitor wouldn't be happy. Why would anyone pay to be a priest? It's just a very cushy job. Hi Meerkat, thank you so much. For 19 months, thank you. Selling faith for gold, evil. Cushy job, the noble's third son who's too wimpy for the army has nowhere else to go. Why, my little Ivan would be perfect for first candidate. I was skeptical at first, but the Countess TNG has really sold me on the idea. Let's put it to a vote, shall we? Okay, let's put it to a vote. Alright, feel free to vote. Giving you total freedom here. Oh, it's split right now. Oh. I think you just missed out, Meerkat. Tied at 4, and what is the result? Rating tied at 4. Break the tie by selecting one of these options. Oh gosh, okay. Pick the treasury, but I mean, the money, it does sound nice. But release faith and defiance. Pick money, keep the faith strong. Ah. We can always get money. We can always get money elsewhere. There's plenty of spots to do money making. By the blood of the dead, you try to help people and they spit in your face. Excuse me. Finding a spouse. In the twisty passages of the castle, you can avoid your advisors and nobles, even the spy master, but there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Oh gosh, not my mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's almost a year. I've been busy. You better find time, don't worry. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Any. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential nobles, families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Oop, crop blight. Oh dear. I mean, your crops are good though, you're at 7. Pardon me, your majesty, but a terrible blight has been affecting our barley crop in the east. What can be done about it? It breaks my heart, your majesty, but we need to abandon the harvest and raise affected crops. Hopefully that will contain the spread, though it mean a hard winter. Don't listen to the ignorant serfs, your highness. They're overacting as usual. Burning crops would cause far more famine than it would prevent. Some choices have uncertain outcomes called challenges. These can either be random or based on the stat percentage shows the chance of success. Hmm. 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 Consult a witch. That would be more like how should I say this? Like I can only imagine like just getting scammed by someone. Oh yeah, I could definitely work miracles. No more paid down for the counts. Hmm. I'm trying to remember. What should we do about the blighted crops? Should we raise the blighted crops? Is that what she wanted? Just motivate us to vote C. This is what happens when you don't have the bear protection. Hmm. Alright, vote is up. I think for the next one I might do like a royal vote as well, with extra money put in. Dum bum ba bum. Feel free to pick exclamation mark, exclamation vote, and then the letter in question. Seems option B is in the lead with 6 votes. Brogue Tower has this music. Oh, does it? Looks like option B is the deciding factor. Harvest as much as possible. The nobles approve, though the farmers shake their heads and warn dire times to come. And they're right. Oh gosh, the farming went really down. Now they're just like everyone else. The blight continues to spread at an alarming rate. Soon, Holy Valley Harvest is black, shriveled, and inevitable. Congratulations, Counts, you are just like everyone else in the farming industry. Taxation. Here you can set different levels of tax, bribes for each region, in your kingdom potentially punishing some while rewarding others. Balance needs your treasurer to against defiance change. Remember, if a region's defiance is higher, number of the all neighbors gain wealth here, but one region gains extra wealth. With trade bonus, regions in higher trade stat are more likely to get trade bonuses. I'm down for like a balanced trade. Hungry bear. Our wondrous bear is thriving in the north, your highness, just as Skorin would wish. The god speakers have gained visions of new herbs and medicines ever since she arrived. Thank the gods. Hmm. Time for the real question. Is she adorable and fluffy? Excellent news. The only thing is that she's eating a lot. Our hunters have pushed into the frozen waste to find enough food to go around. Having second thoughts, are you? Perhaps the bear would do better in a nice cozy menagerie, hmm? That's mean. Hmm. I'm gonna choose this one. I mean, it's their bear, they bought it, it's their responsibility. It's in their lands. You reap what you sow. Okay, it is an even split. Oh. Option A is dominant. Basically free. Voting has been closed. He's selling us out. Grumbling, the nobles gather their crops and send them to the chiefs to help them support their sacred bear. She grows sleeker and happier by the day. Okay, so the counts have lost a bit of agriculture, so did the march as well. Defiance is a little bit higher for both them. As do the chiefs who take the choice cuts of meat and ripest. Defiance is now loyal. But all across the land, peasants start to wonder only why a bear is given special treatment over the people. Wizard troubles. Omega Zeus, hello. More troubles in Roswaldorf, my liege. Ever since Overlord moved in to train her apprentice, the weather's been terrible. Storms have ravaged the countryside and the riverbanks are constantly flooding. We can't do anything about wizards, leave her alone. Why would she do such a thing? Wizards are so powerful they are surrounded by cursed Rebellion magic. If they stay in one place too long, it seems into so and citizens alike. And they all know this by squatting in Bosseldorf. Aframor is willing, endangering the march. I will assemble the council. Cheers, your majesty. Assemble a militia to push her out. I can't imagine that would go well. Here, we're gonna send our army to go attack a wizard. Absolutely not. Okay, voting time, go. I just hate you. Bum bum ba bum bum bum. Barons, you gotta protect your livelihood somehow. We need to punish the barons for having too much. I mean, the countess have not been, you know, angels on my shoulder either. Voting tied at 3. Oh dear, I gotta choose? No. defiance keeps going up. I don't want you to be defiant. We'll starve. Assemble the militia. To everyone's great surprise, the suicidal mission actually worked. Whether Animal was truly afraid or simply couldn't be bothered to fight, you'll never know. So we succeeded in that front. Defiance is now down. Regardless, she and an apprentice clear out the Brussels and Dorfer when they see the troops coming. Authority is now commanding. Hopefully you haven't just made a powerful enemy. Oh, please don't come back to bite me in the butt. Eligible options. I have found 3 potential matches for you. One eligible, your candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. What if I don't want to marry any of them? That's a decision that can wait until you've seen them, isn't it? Your mother leads you to the Great Hall, where she arranged 3 portraits of Isor's for now, each are covered by a cloth. Wait, I don't get to meet them? There's no time for sentiment. Just need to match the benefits your station and suits your political needs. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. Gosh, I wish Demi was here. Because then I would just marry them in a heartbeat, so... This is Skulk, firstborn of the Northern Blacklights and ST Clan. Apparently he can be a little shy with strangers, but I'm sure he'll be wonderful when he comes out of his shell. Barons can't have low defiance, they will win. Common choose raise. I've heard he spends most of his time playing cards or making rages with friends and hangers on. They see he's popular with the common folk up north too. I can see the appeal, I suppose. This is Sileo, the oldest daughter of the Eastern Meerkat dynasty. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. She's a tomboy. She had a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there conducting bizarre experiments. She went missing a while ago and then turned out she accidentally locked herself in a cell and survived unwind for a week. Don't see what the fuss is all about personally. And finally we have the Marcher's offering of Tukada, scion of the prestigious Sara bloodline, and can be sure she'll tell you about her prestigious bloodline is. Like most of the barons, her passion is hunting. No beast is safe from our crossbow, nor is she actually. She walks with a limp ever since she shot herself in the shin trying to hit a ferret. I'm sorry. Sounds like a laugh. What do you think? Of course, by picking Pandalate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Okay, so I got somebody that's very popular with the common folk that likes to play cards. Then I've got a crazy scientist that survives on wine for a week. And I've got another one with a limp leg that shoots themselves in the shin because they couldn't hit a ferret. So we've got a one that locks them away and does science, one plays cards, and one does hunting. None of these are great. Second one? But she's gonna... I mean... She'll probably keep herself busy. And, you know, just lock herself away. Pick 3, my queen. smart child. True, true. I mean, surviving on wine for a week, that's impressive. I mean, she might have some wits about her, despite accidentally getting locked in. I mean, she might have not even done it herself. Somebody else might have accidentally locked her in the basement. I think we've option 3 with a bar that ended badly. True, yeah. Let's go with the east. Cecilia, the eldest daughter used in Meerkat Dynasty. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting a smile. I have made my decision. We'll go with the east. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. Okay, we got a spouse. Hiding from the church. In a tiny village far to the east, 2 counts meet in a desolate tavern. No one dares even glance in their direction. Keita. Another priest left my estate today. He said there was no sense preaching to the truly lost. I've heard there are some same across the east. We can no longer be trapped under the church's thumb. Now we must not alter. If the queen grows proud, we can offer her ultimate reward, immortality. You're still on that immortality stuff. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Oh shit. Swing votes. Offer votes nobles can change their minds and vote for a different option. Let's go with that one. You already have a maximum of laws. Please choose one to replace. Okay. Let's replace this one. We've offered our knights our lovely child to marry, looking perfect subjects. Bad mushrooms? Heretical discovery. Bad news, Your Majesty. The eastern peasants are starving. Predictable, yes, but in their starvation they have turned to foraging for swamp mushrooms to survive. This particular variety is delicious and filling, but makes one very ill. After a brief recovery, all well seems. I don't like where this is going. The next morning, the unfortunate soul rises from their beds in a fugue state, wandering the streets as though touched by a demon. Then they drop dead. This mushroom is so dangerous that my servants are calling it the 6 God's Bane. Sounds rather useful. Oh, well, I couldn't comment on that. If we can't get more food in the east, we should at least tell the peasants that this was 6 Banes looked like. Vote time. Get your votes. Remember, I think with the swing votes, if you change your mind, you can actually change your decision if you're not too sure. We sent help to the north, we should get some back. True. You did. Yeah. Ooh. Voting closed. Other nobles must send aid to the east. The chiefs and the barons are thrilled with the expense, but the counts are delighted indeed. Oh, no, they aren't. Okay. Meanwhile, the peasants stop resorting to Six Gods' Bane and collapsing in the streets. Hopefully the east will continue to its recovery. Heretical discovery. The High Inquisitor. Your esteemed highness, I bring troubling news. Someone took the knight's name in vain again. Not quite, your highness. A group of individuals in the east are meeting in secret to preach hysterical teachings and engaging in rituals. They are believers of some ancient folkloric tradition. It is tied to some primordial spirit that they say lives and lives in the tree. Silly stories for children. Regrettably, I require the council's permission to launch a proper investigation. Otherwise, my inquisitors would have to destroy the cult before it has a chance to spread. I'll hold a vote on the matter. Alright. Oh, it's close. Option B is the winner. Deny the Inquisition access to the east. With nothing to rein them in, the pagans thrive in the faithfulness region of the east, spreading their influence and gaining followers by the week. Faith is now obvious. I mean, it's in their lands, they can do what they want, you know. Royal wedding. Your wedding to Sylvia is now naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one of a giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing at St. Baron's Cathedral with Sylvia at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawful wedded wife? I do. I've changed my mind, I can't do this. Then I pronounce you queen and wife. Yay! After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after all the feast, a dance. My new wife, Sylvia, refused to dance at all, preferring instead to brood in the corner. Oh, she's a brooder! There's plenty of those. Your parties. By the time you find yourself alone with Sylvia it's past midnight and you never felt more tired. Did you see the 8 crows perched on the church tower as we walked into the cathedral? A dire omen. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Your words don't seem to sink in, instead Sylvia bursts into tears. Wait, what? The peasants have the right idea. They got married for love, not for politics. I was to live in a simple life of a commoner. Uh... There, we're in this together. You comfort Sylvia alone into the night, listening to as she expresses her doubts and fears. As dawn breaks, she falls asleep on your shoulder, exhausted. Aww. Deep in the forest of March, Baron Shai has gone boar hunting with a few of his close friends. Shai, you said you had a surprise for me? Some call me meeting. Indeed, here it is. Behold! Your Highness, what are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any. Aha, quit babbling, you blowhead. This isn't the queen. It's a peasant who's the queen's spitting image. Great God, just in time. The spy master trusts us so much that she has not noticed that we're fortifying the border. That means we can move to the next phase, kidnapping the queen and putting this fool in her place. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom in utter chaos, bad enough that the queen's abduction can slip past unnoticed. For the next stage of the scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Oh dear. Up in the north, Chief Blackbag is hosting a grand feast in his clan hall. Our plans are going better than expected. The spy master thinks this is all well in the kingdom, and while the cat's away, the mice shall play. Ray, please don't refer to us as mice, we're honorable warriors. There's no honor in politics, my friend. Our next step is to replace the palace watch with our own agents. Aye, the honor guard are incorruptible, but the watch are another story. If the queen can't pay them, they will look for money elsewhere. The next stage of the scheme, the chiefs must lower the treasury to 1,500 in less than 2 seasons. Oh shit. I need to make money. I have no air, and it's getting hot now. Is this Game of Thrones? It might as well be. Chief Blackpack and his friends have locked themselves in their lodges and refusing to come out. They say they're learning the ways of Skirn. Meanwhile, our trade routes are drying up because of their negligence by the blood of the dead. I swear that's a damn bear's fault. A dangerous thing indeed, your majesty. I know that we tolerate these heathens' practices in the north, but this is too much. I mean, it's making everything quieter. You cannot be serious, your majesty. This god of wisdom medicine is nothing but false idle, pah. What do we do, your grace? Our traders will lose their livelihoods if they can't sell honey to the northerners. Have the bear quietly assassinated? Absolutely not. That is very bad. Actually. No time. Money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. So, counts, barons, this is in your interest as well. Less so for the chiefs, unfortunately. Ugh. Ugh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's an even split. Mm.
Lizard.
No, no lizard. I mean, we could get something really good out of the chief. I mean, who knows what they might learn. Hi, Demi. Hello. Gosh, I wish you were here. I would have married you in a heartbeat. I'm kind of curious. I want to go with option B. I mean, I got a 90% roll chance. Pick A. I kind of want to see where this goes. When the chiefs emerge from their lodge, they find the Chancellor waiting. They reluctantly agree to spread the word of what they've learnt from their visions. As the rest of the kingdom puts their visions into practice, the crops flourish. The Archbishop claims it's a coincidence and isn't best pleased about farming techniques coming from a heathen god. Blah blah blah. Faith. Stability. Wait, did that go down or go up? Ugh. Peasants. Oh no, wait, that went up. Yes, that's what we want. Peasants and nobles alike praise the crown. Soon's wisdoms, meanwhile, Secret Bear remains happy and pampered in the northern lands. Alright, next we need to do is money. Rumbles in the university. Your Majesty, we have hearing disturbing rumblings from the university. There have been even parchments again. What manner of rumblings? Nasty rumors of secret 9 times meetings in one of the older libraries. The rumor is they're expanding the rules of succession, the very rules that put you on the throne. Who knows what conclusions may come to. Oh, dog's barking. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm definitely gonna veto this one because I don't want to lose any more money because I need to build up my treasury. Ooh. Okay. Voting time. My dear beloved council. Summon the scholar immediately. Okie dokie. The university acknowledges your request, but no scholar appears that day, or the other day after, or the day after that. Oh dear. Where are my scholars at? Requesting a rare regent. Execution. Don't me get I've come to ask for a favor. Okay. I recently purchased a very rare reagent for one of my alchemy studies, the Pickled Finger and the Ice Giant. It's been delayed. I was buying it from the Chief Namatic. Could you ask about him if you have the time, of course? I'll look into it. How delightful. Let me know what if how you fare. You summon Chief Namtek, the Council's chamber the next day to talk in private. Hello, Your Majesty. What can I do for you? I hear you have something from my wife. Unfortunately, I can't give the Giant's finger just yet. Giants remains a secret in North. I had to take this one finger in secrecy. Rhodes paid quite a lot for the privilege. The problem is, some of the other chiefs have suspicions about what I did. They're threatening to have me punished. If you still want this accursed finger, you have to promise to keep me safe. I will guarantee you the protection of the crown. God bless you, Your Highness. You are most wise. The chiefs are angered when word gets out of what the Chief Knight has done, but by then it's too late to do anything about it. Dung! Auction time! Gonna go grab lunch, take care of your kingdom. I'll try. It's a group effort right now. Okay, so barons have got prison, stadium, chiefs have theatre, these guilds, counts have a library and a monument. We've got 20 seconds on the clock. Bum bum bum. Okay. So the barons funded for a stadium and the chiefs for a theatre. Rumors of bribery about your heir. The summoned scholar. Your Majesty, you wanted to see someone from the university. Finally, you're very late. Holmes sends humble apologies, Your Majesty. We were engaged in poach defining work. Have I heard been rumblings? I recommend peppermint rosemary for settled stomach, Your Majesty. But there is something going on. There is always something going on, Your Majesty. History does not pause, even when we are wasting our time here in the throne room. Wow. This man is a buffoon, Your Highness. We should rid the kingdom of such ignorant minds. I mean, not only is he late, he does not come unsummoned either. And then starts questioning me in my own throne room? The nerve of this guy. At least that's my opinion, but matters concerning for university or under the control of the council. But the laws of the Queen armor herself, even in such trivial matters as to what to do with a weasel like this. Send him back to university. I don't want to cut off his head. That's gonna send the wrong message. Put him in the dungeon, he might be useful later. No, I'm just gonna send him back. Here you go, guys. Make some money. Get some 500 coin just for sending somebody home. I mean, that's a win-win. It's just somebody sends somebody home you don't like, and you get some money for it. I need money, y'all. I need the money. I need the gold. Scholar denies anything is happening in the quarrel. What should we do with the council? Send him back to Detroit. The scholar nods without much courtesy and then hurries back to university, clearly worried that he has fallen behind with his work. Let him study. Rumors of bribery. Your Majesty, I've heard of discouraging whispers about the Chief's Black Pact of the North. He has been discreetly offering coin to your palace watch. Just gifts, he says. Gifts of enough coin to retire with. I had no idea the Chief Black was so generous. So generous. What is he playing at? Your watch have been grumbling about their low wages recently. If we don't give them a raise, these bribes will look very appealing. Damn it. Unfortunately, we can't give them anything with the treasury as low as it is. We need to bring this matter to the council, Your Majesty. Right, let's assemble. By Volta's beard, you don't have a shred of proof of any of this. Don't make me laugh. I trust the rest of the council will join me in scorning these lies. Ah. Oh. I mean, yes, we get money, but we lose stability and, you know, authority. I kind of prefer option B. Let's see what happens in the next season if we can get it. These are baseless accusations. I mean, we've already got our honor guard as well, so... This is outrageous overreaction. Oh, I'm sorry. It's almost like the honor guards belong to me. All the potential compromise watch are fired, and you begin a long process of hiring anew. Hopefully these ones are more loyal. You've hampered the chief's efforts. Their stat goal will not be evaluated until the next end of the next season. I call that a win in my book. Your marriage with Sylvia has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it blossomed into something like love. Aww. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. I'm very happy, thank you. Your happiness is important in fulfilling your duty to the kingdom. Oh, thanks, Mom. I'm glad you found a way to have both. You've done well so far, so something's still missing. An heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured, a child of your own, who would do the trick, even if it's the bastard or younger cousin. My wife and I will have a child together. It's a traditional method, no one will object to that. So I arranged to take a month off for ruling so you can get down to business. Oh. Dong. Somewhere in the march, Baron Shy sits at a banquet, gnawing at a greasy chicken leg. He and his fellow plotters discuss their scheme between Malfours. The kingdom's not exactly peaceful, but there's still no way we could stage the abduction of the queen without being noticed. We need chaos. The barons aim to lose the stability to 4 or less. Ugh. I kind of prefer just having it, you know, tax the barons. Barons will strike a rich vein of iron ore in the hills, making 500 wealth. The other nobles will gain 200. Tax everyone? How about no? Let's keep it there for now. Let's keep it balanced. Winter chill. All the money we have lost to the guards. Oh, the March of Winter has been especially cruel this year, my liege. I could still feel it in my bones. Ha! You barons don't know the meaning of the word cold. My liege, this is no joke. We can add more logs to the fire. It's not just about me, it's in the March. The river's frozen and the people won't work for fear of frostbite, but Butler touched an iron fence post and lost his entire finger. Well, sounds like a skill issue. Send northern troops to clear the snow and the ice. That sounds like a really good idea. They're experts in the snow. Winter has come. So we shall send each kingdom to help each other, so kingdoms scratch each other's backs. Nobody can get mad if they start helping each other. Never to grant immortality. You're still on the immortality business? Prosperous United Kingdom. But Northerners have hairy backs. Yes, we succeeded. The Northern mercenaries soon arrive in March and get to work. They clear vast swaths of snow and ice with shovels and pickaxes. Though air chill is still chilly, the March's peasants quickly grow more confident about leaving their homes. Soon merchants can come and go more easily. Markets set up again, the citizens wander from store to store, wrapped in huge furs. The March is well enough on the way to recovery. Nice. Horror in the East. Your Grace, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down doors and cottages, feasting on peasants inside. Sounds ghastly. Only a few have seen the beast and lived to tell the tale. The survivors tell a garbled story about gleaming fangs amid the mountain of blood-soaked fur. I swear, if it is the freaking bear... I mean, the counts have more the authority to go after the bear. This is no one's concern about. But the peasants, though. Counts, you must defend yourselves. Remdir. Oh lord. This is no concern of ours. Remdir, TNT, this is very much your concern. They're your subjects. Oh dear. Not at all. I can't be held accountable to this. The monster continues to menace the east, growing more bold every day. You hear reports that it no longer funds its attacks at night time. Soon peasants are too afraid to send their troops, which lie rotting in the fields. Oh gosh. Who cares? Gosh, I know the counts don't care about their peasants, but damn. Your Majesty, you are of course the greatest queen in this century. Is there something you're after? Why, thank you. No thanks required, Your Highness. I only speak the truth as I see plain. But your power could be even greater. Death comes for us all, but if it didn't have to, what could it be? The greatest queen for all millennia. I don't know if that's even possible. There you may be wrong, Your Highness. I have to possess the knowledge that may interest you greatly. There are opportunities beyond what any of us had imagined. If you are strong enough to take them, I can arrange more meetings so that we may discuss this matter further. The doors burst open. Ah, so you got here. They got to you first, no matter. Wait, what? The counts and agents everywhere have agents everywhere, and they've been building up your strength. There is something more sinister afoot. Their ultimate aim is to recruit you into a cult of immortal blood drinkers. What a tale! All we want is to help the Queen. Join us, never join the barons. See, Dev, we just want yours. We want yours, wherever. But what about my child? You know, if I don't die, then how can she reign? Do I retire? Is that what's gonna happen? Is this true? That's have to be helping me a great deal. I'd say I'd like to hear this more another time. Shoots a quick smile and a nod. The Inquisitor looks furious. This is heresy, the highest order. The Council must know. Vote time. Oh, it's an even split. Voting is tied. What monster have you seen? An ugly female vampire? Delay the scheme. Somehow your schedule becomes chock full of nobles demanding your attention. Your Majesty, a march of forest has struck with a disease, the barons report that there will be a lumber shortage next year. Never mind that, what about the hailstorms in the north? They've been knocking people out, and the warriors demand medicine. The more and more visits take up your time, and the more importance many decide, sadly not. You have no choice to seek with the council at all. The Count's stat goal will not be evaluated until next season. Dong. Blackmail and bribery. Up in the north, Chief Blackpack has gathered his fellow plotters for a hike through the mountains. Some of our bribes have been accepted, but not enough. The Queen is paying the Palace Watch well enough that their loyalties aren't easily swayed. So we have some of the watch in our pocket, isn't that enough? Nay, not yet. We can't make a move until we're sure we won't be discovered. Chief aims to lower the treasury to 1, so nothing's really changed on that front. Same goal. Hmm. Hi Jack, welcome. Hi Bubble, thank you. Hi. Welcome to the Money Key. Need to make Dove immortal, nothing else matters. Right, let's see what stories we got. A mercantile complaint. Your Majesty, the richest merchants in the March have bribed the barons to give them exclusive charter. They now control all trades of copper and furs and March most valuable goods. It's a monopoly, Your Majesty. They're scamming the public by fixing prices, pushing smaller traders like myself out of business. Something must be done. Oh dear. I choose C. Free money, yay. Oh. Oh damn, it's close. It's 6 and 6 right now. I mean, it's only 300 gold. We could easily make that back. You order soldiers to break up the monopoly, accompanied by even more fearsome threat lawyers. Charter is declared illegitimate. Many barons lose their investments. Small traders in the March flourish once again, and prices return to a sensible level. Common folk rejoice. The growing crowd. Your Majesty, something is definitely happening at the university. People are massing outside the Library of Old Law. Are they giving out wine? We should go. It's true, people are gathering in the university's courtyard, trying to catch a glimpse through the windows of the library, and they are muttering. Burn the library to the ground. Hmm. That's it. Arrest everyone. Hmm. You won't. That's why we need your help, sir. Burn it down? But burning it down might piss someone else off. Your Majesty, we shouldn't. We should consult the council first. You're right. To the palace. The law is too precious to leave scholars or the people, surely. Alright, I'm going to have swing votes. So after voting, nobles can change their minds and vote for a different option. Alright, voting time. Oh, it's an even split. Oh, A is taking the lead. With 7 votes. Burn it down. Like, I don't know why, but I just remember that one scene from Team America where the guys just like burn the system down. Burn it down. Don't help the parents, right? Everyone loves a bonfire. As the flames rise from the library of Old Law, people gather around, drink cider, and toast apples on sticks. Only the scholars weep for their loss. Oh, poor scholars. Oh gosh. My authority, my stability, gone. Shit. I've held him as long officer I can, Your Majesty, but Chief Jacket insists on your audience. Apparently concerns the end of the world, though privately I think he's gone off the deep end. We've not much time, Your Greatness. Let me present to you my grand theory, what I call the general model. Remove this confused person. Let's hear it. Let's hear them out first. First off, the burning of the old library of Old Law. A manufactured spectacle meant to distract and confuse. But I saw through it immediately. While everyone focused on that, the frog people from the east... Okay, we're going back to the frog people. Take the apprenticeships straight from there. The frog people led by the Count... That's just rude. Manipulate the kingdom's trade, farming, and military in even faith to achieve their different goals. If they succeed, Maritime will take the throne, plunging the kingdom into the reign. Terra pounded upon swarm fight. Okay, this guy is clearly off his rocker. I swear I'm not cray cray. Are you sure you're not on the cray cray? You sound like you took something. Insulting. Sweet. The only question is, what would you do about it? I don't want to absolutely do nothing. Voting time. I mean, did you hear that, Counts? They called you frog people. Investigate fully. The traitor. Once the vote passed, you're surprised by an interruption of laughter from the noble benches. The spy master pulls you aside. It's common knowledge that each region is scheming against you in some form. Nobles just tend to talk about it in the open. There's no evidence that any of them are frogs. However, the council still laughing begin to croak and thrill in their assembled impressions. It's not your proudest moment as queen. Damn it. Bang. The kingdom is on the brink of chaos. It's perfect. We have to strike. What do you intend us to do? Swoop in and kidnap the queen in the full view of the honor guard and the palace watch? No, of course not. We need to use chaos to our advantage. We have two options. Okay, barons, your voting begins. Option A, lure the queen to the march and abduct her. Raise your own defiance. Or option B, manufacture a food crisis and kidnap the queen during a relief effort. How are you going to abduct me? You choose to lure me to the march and abduct me there. We need to convince the queen that the march is on the verge of rebellion. In the current climate, she'll be forced to make a diplomatic visit to smooth things over. That's when we strike. One queen enters the peace tent and another queen leaves. For the final stage of their scheme, the barons must raise their defiance to at least 5. But without starting a rebellion. Endgame. At least one region has entered the final stage of their scheme. If they pass it, they will win the game, and there are some exceptions. If 2 or more regions pass the final scheme stage, the winner will be decided at random. If stability, authority, or treasury hit 0, and the final scheme stage is passed at the same time, the scheme takes priority. The monarchy can only win in ambitious events, which will appear if they are required an heir. While playing the game of chess in the other castle, 2 counts of the east discuss their schemes against the crown. Most pleasing, the queen is drunk with power. But I was thinking, should we really show the queen true secrets of our group? I thought that was the plot, immortality and all that. Yes, but those secrets are meant to be, well, kept secret. What if we pulled the wool over her eyes? Okay, counts. Your vote time. And then we'll eventually get to the chief's votes as well. Option E, plan a false immortality ritual. The queen will kill her. Or B, abduct the queen into a real secret society of immortal blood drinking. Dong dong. Very well, we must prepare for the ritual. Yes, I will begin appeasing the spirits of the soil, but first, we must enrich our lands. By the blood of the dead, it won't be long now. For the final stage of this game, the counts must raise their farming to at least 5, which they are at 0. So, the clock is ticking for the counts. But when it comes to scheming, the counts and the barons are pretty much there. The true monster. Remember when I came to you with the words of a monster preying upon the peasants of the east? It's difficult to forget. I have a reason to believe that the culprit may be the one of my fellow counts, Count Bobby, to be precise. Bobby! The peasants believe that Count Bobby transforms into a colossal bloodthirsty beast once every 7 nights. Why do you trust the words of peasants? I mean, you are a count. You can learn a lot from peasants if you care to listen. What shall I do? Pray, do not call a public vote on the matter. It would embarrass the Count Bobby greatly. For no good reason. Send a message to Count Bobby asking him to control himself. You receive a reply from Count Bobby before the week is out. I can only apologize for my indiscretions. From now on, I will confine myself to the dungeon where I experience my low episodes. I appreciate you handling this matter privately. The dozens of murdered peasants would probably not call this justice. Yeah, but it's, you know, stable. But the attacks do stop. Hopefully the matter is dealt with. An old deck. See, we are amazing. Shy, how do you expect me to take this seriously, you cracked-brained simpleton? Shut your daft mouth. Give me what I'm owed, you honorless dog. Calm down, both of you. What the 7 houses going on? This pimpy-headed Lackwit expects me to pay him a huge quantity of gold just because his great-great-grandfather beat my great-great-grandfather in a foot race. Okay, that's preposterous. A debt is owed. Is debt owed, is it not? Your Greatness, I only recently discovered this debt while combining through my ancestors' journals. Yeah, but anybody can write journals. Honor dictates that Baron Shai is liable for his ancestors' debts. That's not fair on the younger generation. But my honor, this is ludicrous. I demand we put this to a vote. Hey guys, you want to make money? This is petty for a foot race. Gold for a foot race. Like, come on. There's 500 in the bag if you go for B. You get to make your own coffers. Why, you know? I mean, everybody gets a bit of gold in the end. It's an even split right now. Cancel the debt's an old matter. Huzzah! Glad that the council sees reason on this matter. Debt is a debt. Does nobody care about on it anymore? It's a fucking foot race that you and your ancestors did. And your great-great-grandfather did. Like, get a grip. Grow up. Petty. It's not honor, it's just about making money. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to... Council is filled with a nervous silence. My daughter. Assembled nobles break out in polite applause by designating on her the tremendous ability of the kingdom. Your Grace, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter? Oh, thank you, Bobby. What is her name? Don't me. The Fox the Second. The most pleasing, Your Grace. I'm sure little Dothammy the Fox the Second will grow up to be a chip of the old block. I'm gonna call her June. So I'm gonna call her June Dummy the Fifth. Or just the Fox, really. I'm just gonna call her June. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you should just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. I don't think Dev can count to 5. Dong. Auction time. So you guys have made a little bit more money, so that means you can spend on a little bit more. Aqueduct. Ooh, that sounds good. Theatre for the counts. Prison for the chiefs. Monuments for the chiefs. Library for the barons. And a stadium for the barons. Okay, time to get auctioning. Display your wealth. So we've got 500 for the present, 1,000 for the aqueduct. Counts are leading by 3,000. I mean, aqueducts are like really good. 2,300 for the theatre. I'm starting to see where the wealth has gone in the kingdoms. It's an even split for prison and monuments. Ooh, ooh. The chiefs are fighting back. Holy moly, they really want that prison. Time is up. So prisons have been funded for the chiefs for the prison, giving me less stability. And the aqueduct to the counts with improved farming for them. Amazing harvest, your ambition. Archbishop's request. Okay. Your Highness, I am pleased to inform you that we've had a bumper harvest in the north this year. Very nice. Excellent news. Aye, Your Highness. Your Majesty, I wish to speak with you about the situation in the north. Too long have the Northerners been allowed to worship their heathen gods in the brazen defiance of the ninth god. Allow me to send my best missionaries to the north. It's for the good of the realm. I don't like where this is going. Let's put it to a vote. Of course, Your Majesty, I would expect nothing less. Alright, I'm giving you free reign with this one. The rage base. We love to raid base and cheese. Oh my gosh. Send missionaries to the north. This is the origin of our culture. We won't forget this. You have a rabid pack of tyrants. The mission goes ahead despite the protests from the chiefs. Oh my gosh, that... Oh dear. So the Archbishop hopes that the preaching might have laid the groundwork for future attempts. Well, fuck. Not to mention, the chiefs have a powerful army. Your ambitions. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a peacekeeper. But so far, you have not convinced anyone. The kingdom is still on the brink of chaos, Your Majesty. Shit. I should never have listened to that priest. Fucking damn it. Your current ambition isn't working out for you. If you want to stop the nobles from overthrowing you, you need to pivot. Change your image. Your other advisors have some ideas. We should cross these disloyal nobles, smash their armies, and force them to submit. Your Majesty, if you help us spread zeal to the Ninth Church, we'll need to support while backing the Church. The nobles won't dare move against you. Here's another idea. Declare war on the Muslim Empire. The nobles will forget their schemes if you win. Don't listen to the rest of these fools. Have you heard of the Scepter of Scars? Sages. It is a lost artifact forged by the Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend that any queen who recovers it will rule over a golden age. Oh shit. Ugh. War, for glory's sake. War. The military is high. A wise decision, Your Majesty. Already take a liberty of ambassador. Greetings, Your Grace. I am here to discuss terms of the upcoming war. Negotiating the Empire's surrender, I hope. Ha 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 ha. No. The Empire is far larger than your kingdom. Didn't you wonder why we never squashed you like a bug? It's because we've divided by international conflicts. You may seem like empire is ruled by its emperor. In reality, it is ruled by its generals, who battle endlessly for control of the capital. So why are you here? I'm here presenting General Netherlands whose lands are safely distant from the border. If you were to invade, all we would ask that you send us is your signal. Launch a civil war taking advantage of the chaos and bump off some of our known rivals. Of your own rivals. A bold plan. I will leave you to think on my words. If we take advantage of the Empire internal divisions, we may take extra to heaven of that chance. If you beat our oldest enemy, we should shut the nobles up for good. But winning still won't be easy. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's overall farming and army as much as you can. And of course, there can't be an open rebellion among the nobles. Dong. Rebellion. Ugh. A nice soak. Great God, what in the knight's name is that smell? A bit of lavender oil, a little rose. Oh, it's vile. Stay away from me, if you please. Why didn't you do... Why'd you do so much? Everyone's in the east is bathing these days. All thanks to the Incas and pristine waters. Why, I've been bathing nearly once a fortnight. You smell rather nice, actually. Well, thank you, Your Grace. In fact, the council should establish public bathhouses in cities all across the kingdom. Great God, really? All decent hunters needs is... Wow, plentiful pool of wash off the blood every once in a while. Oh, I can't build. Damn. Warn the kingdoms of dangers of bathing. I'm gonna veto this one. So you don't get a choice in this matter. Wash yourself. That's what I'm doing, though. I want to see the queen babe pervert. Ysera and scurry up to set up the huge golden tub in front of the palace. Nobles look on along a crowd of curious citizens. When you disrobe and sink into the steaming water, no one dares to even crack a smile. Well, at least it was a success. Fetch the royal ducky. So soothing. You close your eyes and allow relaxation to literally wash you over you. Afterwards, you find yourself much calmer. Even the most grating council arguments fail to worry you. With such a ringing endorsement, the popularity of the bathing booms, with accounts at the forefront of a new trend. Soon the nobles travel to the east to enjoy the health benefits. Trade disputes. My liege, our traders are having issues with those in the capital. Slow these days? The disputes are escalating, Your Majesty. That helps a bit. Your Majesty, ever since you burnt down the library of the old law, our merchants are finding it impossible to settle disputes. inimitable merchants in the capital. I thought the city was full of lawyers. Aye, but all their books were kept in the library. Oh, for goodness sake. Which you burned down. Unfortunately, the capital's lawyers failed to commit 10,000 books to memory. Damn it. Levy attacks on arguments between merchants. None of this is good, is it? Hydrate, you got it. Hey parents, time to bath. Washing great is great, Doug. Now we can both smell nice. Give some wealth. I think I prefer this one. As the new argument tax comes into force, it becomes clear that the merchants are quite capable of settling their differences quietly after all. Trade is now wealthy, defiance is now rumbling. Some decreased wealth has decreased. Still, misunderstandings continue and the march economy declines. Ambition, conquest. For the last few months, your marshal has been crisscrossing the kingdom, drumming up the troops in preparations for your first strike against him, Ashmedian Empire. Today at last she returned. She brought one of the counts with her. Your Majesty, the nobles are proving reluctant to commit their soldiers to your cause. They sent a delegation to speak with you. Your Majesty, of course we'll support a war with the accursed dogs of Ashmead, of course we do. We're more than patriotic than anyone. But we're concerned about the harvest. Your marshal is telling us to raise all-bodied levies. If we do that, who's going to gather the crops? The kingdom could starve. We wouldn't want that. Just damn cowardice if you ask me, Your Majesty. But all the nobles are echoing this nonsense. The fools are worried about going hungry for a few years. Until we can persuade them that the kingdom will survive, they won't commit their full force to our banner. Sure, Count Bobby, that the kingdom can survive for a few bad harvests. Yes! By the blood of the dead, Your Majesty, you're right. The kingdom can survive a few hungry winters if it means teaching these Ashmead bastards a lesson. That's the spirit. I just will have the backing of the counts and starting the war then. Yes, Your Grace, let's do this. One by one, the marshal approaches the nobles of your council, seeking their approval for the launch of a war against Ashmead. When it comes to war, you can rely on the barons, Your Majesty. Let's give the Ashmeadans a kicking. Aye, Your Greatness. The chiefs never back down from a fight. You have our axes. The nobles are united behind the idea of a war against Your Majesty. Huzzah, let's go to war. Well, let's see how long that lasts. I'll assemble the troops at once. Farewell, Your Majesty. When the marshal returns to the capital a month later, she is at the head of the army. Soldiers set up the camp outside the city walls, their armor gleaming crimson in the light of dawn. Expect your troops. Yes! The camp stretches for miles across outside the city walls of the city. The ground has been churned to mud under the tens of thousands of boots. As you approach, you are greeted by an awesome sight. Rank on rank of hard-faced footmen holding swords aloft, knights on horseback, their plate mail glistening, archers and crossbowmen training furiously, hitting target after target. I've got a great army. We need farming, of course, before I Mr. Marshall. Farming wins in the game, let them start. Beautiful, ain't it? We are ready. Good work, my marshal. Thank you, your majesty. Let's march. Your soldiers let out a full-throated roar. For the kingdom, for the queen. The army is vast, stinking, hungry monster swallows up the landscape as it marches south. When you arrive at the border, your soldiers spill across like a flood, sweeping away the surprise as median sentries in their path. To tell the truth, you don't see much of the fighting. Your job is to give an inspirational speeches before the battle starts. Wave a sword around and then duck back into your tent. Despite that, or perhaps because of that, your first Armenian campaign is a huge success. By the time you return to the capital for winter, you've conquered almost 100 miles of territory along the border. As the city gates swing open, you're greeted by a rush of joyous sound. Wow, Deli, welcome. How was your stream? Lovely Queen Dovely. Damn it. Thank you. How was stream? Hi. Welcome. As the city gates swing open, you're greeted with a rush of joyous sound, clapping, cheering, and peasants are throwing roses at your carriage. Trailing behind you, of course, is also... Wow. Ba 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 ba. Thank you. Trailing behind you, a routine wounded soldiers nursing deep-seated trauma and grieving their lost comrades. Presidents largely ignore them. Aww. Join the guns.
Lovely Queen Dovely!
Goodness sake. Oh, wait, hang on. Wait, where are you guys? Wait, did they seriously just join and then just leave? Wow. Oh, hail the Queen, the conquering hero. Draw the curtains to your carriage. You pull out a sword and give it a waggle. I mean, everybody likes a good sword. Several peasants swoon in delight. When you return to the palace, your wife is awaiting for you. Your heir in her arms. My darling, you're finally back. I've been breathlessly following the tales of your conquest. We have so much to talk about. Little Dove has been growing up so fast in your absence. Sorry, dear, but the council has requested a meeting. Oh, of course. Well, hurry back, my love. As you step back into the council's presence, for the first time in many months, the nobles all look at you with trepidation. Welcome back, your highness. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your victory. Thank you, Blacklight. But now we can get back to the business of ruling. There are many votes that need your attention. Did you forget there's a war on? No, but what about democracy, the constitution? Did the Queen misspeak? We may have won a victory, but the Aztec will strike back, and strike back hard. We don't need to have time for votes, we need to prepare. And if few squabbling bastards don't unite behind the Queen right away, you'll wake up next year with the armies of soldiers in your bedchambers. Do I make myself clear? Crystal. Then let us begin discussing plans for our next campaign. Aye, Your Majesty, whatever you say. After that, the nobles will never defy you again. It's not like your life gets easier. Your Majesty, I hate to interrupt your meeting, but I just received that the Mysian Empire is marching on our newly conquered territories. They're sending 30 regiments. We need to mobilize immediately. With a sigh, you head back to the palace to say goodbye to your wife. Here we go again. By right of conquest. Yay, we won monarchy. All that remained of the Baron's attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner, deep under the castle, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumour. The chief's attempt to worm their way into the palace was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Chief Blackpag ended his life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. Oh dear. With their plans in tatters, the counts retreated to their castles to brood. Their olive branch was rejected. The secret eternity that they had guarded for eons, they would not be so kind again. Queen Dove Dummy the Fourth Fox reigns spanned another 15 glorious years, mostly spent fighting in foreign fields. She conquered land from Tarvilian and Ashmed, lost it, campaigned to get it back. By the time the old warrior died, she was battle-scarred and celebrated as a hero, when most of all, she was tired. So I lasted 2 years and 9 months. I lived. But you ruined it for yourself. Guess I deserved it. So we have Red Deer was the wealthiest and Sunkomimutan was the poorest. Kingdom. Let's see. I mean, I was worried that the Chiefs were gonna really get me in the end there, I'm not gonna lie. Wow. So that was King of the Castle. Princess Dove. Hi, Manako. GG's there. My reign succeeded. I succeeded in basically honoring Delhi. We've managed to honor them and get a bit of revenge back for them. Next time we will succeed. Well, we'll see. I mean, we'll probably add another faction next time as well. Next time the Barons will win. We shall see about that, Baron. We shall see. Can't beat me, Mum. My money. Wow. Okay, let's decide. We need to raid another kingdom. And we are going to raid Meowmings. It is time to continue our conquest and to raid the Meowmings. Thank you very much again for joining. I had a lot of fun with this. And we didn't lose our heads, so good job today. Thank you very much, Leland. Thank you. Next time we have an army, we have an Hulk. But yeah, I successfully avenged Delhi as death, so there we go. So yeah, I'm gonna start the raid and then we'll end the stream. Thanks for the stream. No worries, thank you very much for joining. Thanks for the stream, Dev, very fun. No worries, thank you very much again. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with this, thank you. And thankfully the system worked as well, so... nice to know that it all worked out. Thanks for the stream, Dove, even though I just came at the end. No worries, Tiffany. Thank you very much for joining. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye. Wow.